What's going on, guys? Shane Reacts here with another album video. We got a good one today. It's by Lupe Fiasco. It was suggested by Justin Guerrero, a good friend of mine from high school. Before we get into that, I do want to touch light on something. When I do these videos, I don't do too much research. I try to research the album, I research the lyrics, but I don't dive deep. Someone brought to my attention that a person that I kind of endorsed and a song I endorsed and an album I spoke fond of, someone involved has a lot of accusations against them, assault, rape, all that. I don't condone any of that, whether it be rape, sexual assault, using people as puppets, being manipulative. It's not good traits, and I don't support that. So I apologize if I cover an artist, a band, anybody on here that maybe I'm not fully aware of, but I want to let you know that I don't stand with that. That's not cool. You're a piece of shit if you do stuff like that, to be honest. So thanks for those who reached out about a certain someone in a band. I apologize to you guys, and for those of you who may watch it that have had a run-in with this person, I apologize. But outside of that, today's video is going to be the bar for what I've been suggested so far. So Justin Guerrero suggested Lupe Fiasco's album Lasers. It's labeled as hip-hop rap, running at 48 minutes. Right off the bat, I love the cover. I'm a horror fan. My wife got me big into horror when we started dating, and the Lasers cover looks like the It, and I think unless it was in an earlier book, because I know this album came out I think in 2011 before the new It movies, but Losers was out there, and the O in Losers was A, and in It it's Losers, and then the S is crossed out for V for lovers. So to me that's pretty cool. It's almost like It did a callback on Lupe's album, unless there's art of the book or movie It prior, because that's an old book for our generation. But I didn't research that, so it was cool. I noticed it right away. This is what I expected from Justin. A lot of the older hip hop I used to listen to, I remember Justin hearing stuff like Dipset and stuff like that as things I heard and found out through him, well over a decade ago now. So I was expecting highly of this. So vocals, I gave it an 8. He doesn't mumble rap, he changes pitch a lot, he has people like John Legend, and oh my god, I can't think of who else on it right now. There's a lot of artists. Actually, the one negative thing I have on it is there's a collaborative artist called Pooh Bear, which I think is probably the worst artist name to have, especially because he spelled Pooh, P-O-O. That's shit, bro. But vocals are really good. Lyrics, 9 out of 10. This album just hit it out of the park, I think, with every song. I didn't hear a song I didn't like. But I'm just going to read an excerpt from the first song called Letting Go. The first verse was, "My self-portrait shows a man that the wealth tortured, self-absorbed with his own self, forfeit a shell full of wars, worshipping the warships that set sail on my sea of life, the way I see my own self and wonder if we still see a light. We was tight, seeing light, speaking right, and breathing life. Now I see my demons and barely even sleep at night. I don't get high, life keeps me at a decent height. As the old me, I predicted all my recent plights. Exhausted, trying to fall asleep, lost inside my recent fights. Burdens on my shoulders now, burning all my motors down. Inspiration drying up, motivation slowing down." That's what I see in like my metal lyrics. I saw this, I'm like, holy shit, this guy would make a killer metal album. Writing wise, if he actually wrote this again and look into it, I think he did. I was reading on this song and it said that this is the album, this is like his first like radio mainstream album, because he wanted his messages to reach a greater audience, so he took that route. Throughout, I'm gonna try to go through the songs and I can tell you the artists too. It's all positive stuff mostly through his thing. He does touch up on darker subjects. He touches up on suicide in one of his songs. Trey Songz was the artist I saw into that I recognized. But there is a song called State Run Radio, was really cool. I think that's the one that had guitars in it at the end and stuff. It actually had some heavy parts music wise. That was really cool. All Black Everything was lyrically, when I was reading it, it kind of gave you like a alternate universe, like if Bush apologized from Iran, and if this person didn't exist, or if this person was black, and it was really cool kind of reading all those thoughts that he has. I know he mentions like not selling crack. When you grow up, you need to start doing things the right way. He quoted that someone says, "Why don't you sing about your old life?" And he goes, "I don't sing about that. That's a backtrack, and I'm not about to back that." Most of those may be the exact same lyrics. So he's more of like an adult version. I don't want to say Will Smith, that's cheesy. He's just, it seems positive. He's trying to letting people know who are growing up maybe in not so great areas or households or have a good upbringing. Like, hey, you can make it out of it. I did this. So awesome. Lyrically, 9 out of 10. And cohesiveness, I think, went hand in hand with that, with also a 9 out of 10. That was the standard throughout was, being a better self. Instrumentals, 8 out of 10. Each song sounded different. They were computer generated stuff. There's live instruments. It was great. I think having John Legend on the album helped too. Bringing that piano in there and his soulfulness was great. Quality, 8 out of 10. This is an older album. Still sounded great on my speakers. So that was awesome. So overall, this is killing it for the score. I gave it an 8.4 out of 10 after averaging all those scores out. I appreciate it, Justin. This was a good listen. I wouldn't say surprised, but not surprised by what I know you've listened to before. But I do appreciate it. I hope all is going well. I know you guys just moved. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Subscribe. I'm actually going to do another video today. I'm going to react to a song. I'm going to do a live reaction, my first live reaction. So we're going to dive into that. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate you guys tuning in and writing. Even the people that have reached out, the people that reached out about that person, like, that means you listened to the video or at least heard what I had to say. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you have a good night.